money go. You don't slap that's fast, the money low. I'm a ground man. When it comes back, I'm gonna get it back. Shut
up. Back and better, baby. My brother just trash talking. Let's just show him the light work, man.
I'm home this time.
No, you was home last time. You was home last time. Yes, he was.
No, it's not.
You just did Baltimore?
No, I wouldn't be like that. But use your KC like you said.
No, bro, I'm not using KC. I'm using New England Patriots on you.
KC.
No. Use Baltimore, use Baltimore.
Oh. I'm gonna blow you out.
This is the higher overall team. Highest. Oh, the Cowboys got a better overall than the Patriots?
Let's use KC. They got an 8. Bro, you scary, cause you know you gonna get beat if you pick KC.
Trash talker. Bro, come on, give me this. Control this, bro.
No. Bro.
It's alright, bro. 12 times 5 is not an hour.
Almost. Yes, it is. 12 times 5 is 60. That's exactly an hour.
Exactly, so.
You said it's not an hour.
So.
You said it's not an hour.
It's not an hour. It's exactly an hour.
You said it's not an hour, though. And you sound dumb because football games have 5 quarters in it. 4.
Oh, it's not.
48.
48 minutes. Not even that. I told you not an hour. I told you not an hour.
But you still so dumb because you said.
Well, he's trash, man.
Why you want to run 5? Why you want to run 5?
The luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here.
Last night I was tired because
I
just let her have her.
And this will be a touchback.
They can't hear you, Luka.
Very trash.
He's calling me trash.
She is. Last night I was tired. Stream.
He said last night he was tired. Oh, cause especially that's when I blew him out 37-7.
I was tired. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's called tired. It was not 1.
Almost. Come here, boy.
Tom Brady's trash.
Come here.
He's so slow.
Come here, boy.
Start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage.
Tom Brady is slow.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Brady.
Right there.
Rolling to his right.
Let's go.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there.
Yeah, boy. You know who their running back is?
Sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move.
Their running back sucks. Why would he be their running back? This is the Patriots, kid. His running back is golden.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40.
The Patriots lost against the Dolphins. That was crazy.
Back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
Get that off. Go. Bro, control the ball. Look at your hands, bro. Come on, man.
And hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Why do you trash talk so much, Makai? But then get bodied. He's confident. Confident what? That you're gonna lose? Confident that you're gonna lose?
And he's got this pretty close to a first down.
So you say that you're gonna lose, right?
Nah, you're saying that you're
No, you just said confident that you're gonna lose. Y'all heard that, right?
Ready to throw on 3rd and 1.
You didn't know what I was talking about, though. Hey, get out of here, bro. Where's your team at?
That's 1 point. That's 1 point. Look, this guy's celebrating already, bro. It's 1 point. It's 1 point.
Come on, man. I'm going for
What
that,
happened in the Falcons game that you didn't stream?
No.
You didn't stream.
The Falcons game, I blow you out. 43-37, boy, I blew you out.
Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
And play here for a touchdown.
I blew him out, bro.
You a liar, bro. Liar on the screen. That's crazy. No, dang well I beat you. No, dang well I beat you.
Alright, it's alright.
That's why you saying that.
Come get this
Hey,
work.
it's on stream too. It's on stream. Right now, it's on stream, so I'm finna beat you.
Come get this work. Come get this work.
He'll send this one away.
Work?
Yeah, I'm Rihanna. Work. Come get this work. Come get this work.
You like work, boy. You like work. You like work.
Boy, you at the 20-yard line.
You like work. You like work. Like work.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now
This
with a
light,
first
this
and 10.
light.
But this is lightweight. He's so trash.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. No, that's just not fair.
Come here, boy.
You trash. Lightweight, boy. You lightweight, boy. You copying what I said. You copying what I said. Hey, guys, rewind that. He copying me, bro. I just said that was lightweight. Now he's saying it was lightweight. Exactly. Please get that, bro.
You just saw you get shook up by Ezekiel, bro. First down again, bro. Y'all cannot stop this.
Ezekiel Elliott is trash.
11 yards for the Cowboy first
Look at you
down.
running with him again. How much you bet you running with him again?
Plays have them all over the first down.
Don't stay behind. I don't want to run.
Left.
Ooh, what are you doing, man? Come on, yeah, Carl. What's your name?
Garbage.
Come on, Barrett. Not Burnett. I mean,
Come here.
no, all you doing is corner plays. All you doing is corner plays.
Garbage.
Alright.
You garbage.
Watch, guys. He doing curls. He like doing little plays because he's scared.
You too easy.
Incomplete. Yeah, incomplete.
Easy.
You trash them. Your breath smell like blue cheese and noodles.
You only trash though. That's the funny.
I'm beating you though.
You only trash.
Look at the scoreboard, bro.
Not an actual player. Way easier said than
Calm down.
Interception, boy. Don't try me. Don't try me.
Stephon Gilmore.
Pick six, buddy. On stream two. Let's go, boy.
You garbage.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead.
Bro, this kid is mad just because I'm beating him, bro. 13-year-old versus a 9-year-old. He is getting bodied. And I'm turning 10 on January 11, bro. You're trash. Come on, kid.
About a yard deep.
They don't care about you.
And I'll be posting out
Across the 20 before he's brought down.
And I'll be making a banger on my birthday, bro. It's gonna be lit. Like I said, but be buying some skins.
Offense taking the field again here, and as you think about Dallas and where they're at right now, it seems like every week recently we're talking
Play
about
for real, play for real. He talking about he wasn't playing for real. Say less, play for real.
Subpar record to go to the playoffs and win the division. Of course, Washington, the Giants, were way out of it.
Wasn't playing for real. Kick 2 yards. 2 yards. Stream. 2 yards. Stream. Just get bodies. He's so trash. In my stream, I can talk to anyone. Come on, Gilmore. Ooh, I got Gilmore. And pick. Let's go, Gilmore. Second time, man. Let's go, Gilmore. Hey. I do know. Some guy don't know Gilmore.
What's his first name?
Is
What's his first name?
Garrett Gilmore.
You heard it because they said it. They said Garrett Gilmore has got a pick. I already know. I know, Madden.
To the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Garbage is head.
I'm thinking that Garrett Gilmore. Look at you. I shook through kid number 13. Look at you, bro.
You garbage is head.
Going out. Cowboys losing 20-zip by New England Patriots.
And it is now 21-0.
It's not the best team. Cowboys got a better overall than the Patriots.
defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end
You
zone
literally
for the
losing
touchdown.
against the Patriots. They're doodle, man. Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Is,
but they're like 13-1 in the real NFL. The Cowboys like 8-8.
Following that
Come on
pick
now.
six. And now the kick is
you
away.
should still win. You should still win.
They got a better record than me.
Exactly. Just because they got a better record doesn't mean nothing.
Nice return.
So you
Sets
can
him
still
up
win.
good here at
I
the
mean,
30-yard
there's
line.
Exactly. No, bro. It's only first quarter, bro.
Now Dak Prescott in the offense heading back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes
If I got
so far in
21
this game.
points, bro, I
The
might
issue is two of them
probably
have
dropping
been
100
against
on his
the
pass.
jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit
Maybe
of clouded
56.
vision,
You never
right?
know.
Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are. What
And then every time he do a good play, he gonna sit up in his chair like he did something good.
I just sat up.
Kid,
I just stood up.
come get his work. Double goals. I know what he doing.
Cause you watching me. She's a bum. Y'all heard that, right? Stream watching.
I know.
Here's Prescott. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Devin McCourty picks it off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
I know y'all see that stream, bro. I'm blinded this kid out.
You're not best team in the
That
game.
pick six extending his lead even further.
Booth review or
It's been a
what?
while since they've
Booth review or what?
badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room.
It's not
try to
incomplete.
regroup, and come out to start the third.
Oh, that's not incomplete.
Prove fast then.
This floor.
I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Oh no.
Let's go. Give me that. Give me that bad boy. Give me that bad boy.
Touchdown.
Bro.
Yep.
Wow.
Let's go.
Gostkowski for the point after.
Play for her? You say you're gonna play for her like 12 times. How do you
It's good,
try?
and they stretch their lead to 28-0
Hey, stream. This happens every time. Every time I blow out a kid, they be like, "Oh, I'm not even trying." They know they trying, bro. Just get this right, bro. Just get.
Bro, you garbage. You're a fourth grader on stream talking trash with 0 views and 0 comments. I know you're not talking.
Bro, I'm blowing you out though. 28 zip. Shante.
You're the Patriots out of every.
I'm blowing them out. 28 zip.
Shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah. Now you're gonna take this loss after this. You're gonna be so pissed after
Take
this.
this up past the 20
Yes, you
and
do.
down at the 22-yard line.
Why are you making a big ol'?
You're streaming.
Why are you making a big ol' deal?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And the head coach reaches for the red flag.
Keep playing hard.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
Throw that flag, you probably feel really... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Brady on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 93 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basket. Ball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down. Lucky? Analytics. Well, the analytics say punt the football there. So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance. Yeah, big-time first-half chance. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll throw again. Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off. Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative. It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch. Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab as they are on the board here in the first. Staff. Brett Maher on for the extra point.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 2nd and 7, Brady. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Steven Anderson, 67 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed. Receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Yeah, that's what I do.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. He's going to air this thing out, and this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Being chased out left. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll run it with Elliott. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. He's got daylight, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half.
Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Rolling to his right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with a kind of...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Prescott now from the 50. Steps away to his left. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also into it for an interception.
To throw is Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line,
Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the